Hey girls, Maria Menounos here, author of the Every Girl's Guide to Life. Want to know my best tips and secrets for organization, travel, weight loss, beauty, fashion, and everything else in between? Go to bing.com/Maria and pick up my new book, The Every Girl's Guide to Life.
You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV Network.
Very good, Keith. Johnson.
From the AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California, this is AFTERBUZZ TV for Modern Family. Tonight's host is Chrystee Pharris. Joining Chrystee will be AFTERBUZZ co-hosts Tangerine and Caryn Ward. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest Modern Family news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729.
Welcome to AFTERBUZZ TV. My name is Chrystee Pharris.
Miss Chrystee.
Yes, and you are?
I am Caryn Ward. And you are?
And I'm our Tangerine. What's up, ladies?
Hello.
Yay. Hey, good to see you. Well, again, I'm Chrystee Pharris. We are missing one of our co-hosts.
Yes.
Yes, Janora, who is filming
Grey's
Anatomy
today.
We're so proud of her.
Yes,
I don't know
yes,
if you guys
yes.
know that, but we're all actresses.
Yes,
and
we
so
are.
Yes.
Janora usually has short curly hair, and so today I have thrown on a short curly hairstyle in honor of our missing host, Janora.
What a kind person you are,
Hello,
Tangerine.
Tangerine. Again, my name is Chrystee Pharris, actress. Most people may know me from Passions, which is the NBC daytime soap. I did General Hospital. I reoccurred on Scrubs.
She did.
Moesha, All of Us, Steve Harvey, you name it.
She's famous.
She was
y'all.
on
I've
it.
been on it, Seven
right?
Heaven, all these great things. So
Yes.
anyway, that's enough of that.
Yes.
Yes.
And I am Caryn Ward, and I have 272 freckles. And I am proud.
Who counted?
I counted. I spent 2 weeks in the mirror, and I'm joking. Trust me, I'm joking. I, too, am an actress, an actor. And some of you may know me from a little show called The Game. Been on that
Which is a
before,
popular
see?
show here at AFTERBUZZ
Yes, oh
TV.
my God.
They
Yes,
love
it
the
is.
game.
So that means you're going to
Oh
have to
my
jump
God.
over to the other side and
I
actually
just
do that one as
might.
well.
I might do that.
Yes, this is
Yeah.
Erica from the game. so
Yes,
you
Miss
guys, you
Erica.
should do their show as a special guest.
That'll be fun. I might do
AfterBuzz.
that. I am also a producer, and I'm getting married. Did I just say that live?
Yes, you did.
Yeah,
I
she's
told the whole
off the
world.
market.
AFTERBUZZ TV exclusive.
She's getting married.
Yay, Jesse.
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
Great guy, too. I love it.
Yeah, I like
Yes,
him too.
Thank
He's
you.
cool.
So,
He's
and I
cool.
will pass the mic.
And Tangerine has been on a couple of things as well. Recurred on City Guys back in the day, back in the
Whoop,
90s
whoop. That
when
was our first show.
when I was like 12, and now my
You're
last
only 15. How about that?
my last couple films, Miss March, which was a little sex comedy about a road trip to the Playboy Mansion with Hugh Hefner, and the film Love for Sale that I helped produce with the singer Maya, and Russ Parr wrote it with Jackie Long, Jason Weaver, and a bunch of other people. So anyway, our point is, ladies and gentlemen, that we're experts on TV.
Yes.
Because
That's
we've
right.
been on TV.
Yes.
And we love TV, and that's why we're going to talk about Modern Family. We
Yes.
have chosen that show because we all love it.
Oh, my God.
Great
And
show.
even though they didn't air a new episode this past week, last night I should say, we still love that episode. They aired UnPlugged,
Yes.
and we're gonna
Episode
we're gonna
5.
break down UnPlugged. And
Yes, we've got some good stuff in store for you guys. 'cause
yes,
you
because
can
a lot of
see-
it relates to our lives.
Yes, and all the
Absolutely.
gadgets that we have.
Yes. Wait, did we?
Well,
Before we
actually-
get into the episode, we gotta plug
Yes,
our
yes.
girl.
First
Yes.
of all, I just want to give a shout out to Maria, who is an Emerson alumni like myself, which is why we are a part of this.
Nice.
And this right here is the wonderful book that is called The Every Girl's Guide to Life. But it's not just for ladies, men. You can also check out some great stuff in here. I absolutely
Some
adore this
secrets.
book. Yes. And I think you'll learn a lot. And then you won't have so many issues with the women. So you need to go ahead and, check this out right
and
here.
Mother's Day is coming up. There's some great tips on health and dieting and relationships and you name it. It's all in there. So guys, get a copy for yourself. You can read it on the low. We won't tell anyone. Get your girls a copy. Get your mothers, your sisters, your friends, your aunts. It's a great book. And women, you're going to love it. So
pick it up. Pick it up.
pick it up.
Yeah.
All
Great
right.
plug,
So should we
lady.
get
Thank you,
on to-
Maria,
Yes,
for
thank
having
you,
us.
Maria. So, back to our wonderful people that we
Yes,
love.
yes. So do you want to break down the episode
So
for
Modern
us?
Family, this episode, I believe it was episode number 5 of season 2,
Yes.
entitled
Season 5.
Unplugged. There were 3 plots going on at once, which is incredible for a half-hour show to be
Yes.
able to pull all that together.
And they do it all the time. And
They
it's
do
great.
it all together, and they just sum up everything so nicely. One plot was about the 2 guys, the couple. Tell me their names again.
Cameron
Cameron
and Mitchell.
and
Those
Mitchell.
are my
It was
guys.
a pop quiz
Oh,
for y'all.
Mitch.
I love
Yes.
them.
She loves Phil. I want to hug him. I think she wants to do other things.
No, it's
no,
Cameron that I love. I have
Cameron.
a crush
Cameron.
on Cameron. I will say
Yes.
this every week. I love Cameron until I meet him and hug his big, juicy roundness.
Yes.
Juicy roundness.
No
Okay.
offense, honey, sweetie. You know I love you.
She's still talking to you, Cameron.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. So yeah, the 2 guys, their whole plot was how to get little Lily, who's not even 2 years old yet, into a good preschool.
Yes.
And they were going between whether it would be Wagon Wheel
Yes.
or the Harvard of preschools, Billingsley
Billingsley.
Academy.
That's where I went, by
Billingsley.
the way. So just
I
let you
could
know.
tell. I could tell because you're real
yes,
bougie.
all those words that you used, the big words.
The big words last
Oh my
week.
gosh,
All
because
the
I
syllables.
use words that actually have 2 syllables. My co-host here freak out.
You don't even know what half the words mean you say. You just know
Right.
they sound good. So that was one plot.
Yes.
And another plot was, which I loved, my favorite character, or one of my favorite characters is the sexy Gloria.
Yes.
So she was upset with her neighbor because their dog kept barking, and she went over to complain about it. And their plot was basically the dog ended up missing after they complained. And her family, Jay and Manny, had a feeling that Gloria probably killed the dog.
Well, after she killed the rats.
Because the way she
Right.
kills rats
That white
is
dress was cute, though.
Right.
Oh, my
It
gosh, that dress was pretty.
on her way to church, ladies and gentlemen. If you
Yes.
saw the episode, she took a shovel, killed a rat, cut off his head, and then said, "Okay, I go to church now,"
Yes.
and strutted off.
And left the rat head there so that the other rats would know. Don't
But-
come
and
around in
that's
that
as
little
an
area.
example.
Exactly.
That's how you do it. I
As
like
an
Gloria.
example.
Exactly.
Gloria,
But-
you're my girl.
Yeah, so that was the second plot. But the main plot, which the whole episode was entitled after Unplugged, was because the Dunphy family was so tired of seeing their children and the husband on electronics at the breakfast table. They've got the iPad, the iPhone, the Blackberries. And so she said, you know what, let's do a contest. Whoever can stay off the longest gets a prize. And it was a really interesting challenge because I want to talk about later how many of us can go so long without a phone.
I already
Right.
tell you, I can't.
Right, but the funny thing is when they said
Look,
well,
all of us.
they said what do we win? And they were like, what do you want? And so the daughter said, I want a computer, the smart
That
one.
was
that was Alex.
Alex.
Then the
Luke.
cutesy one said,
Oh.
I want a car.
Haley
Hey,
was
she's
then
a
the little-
teenager, so you know she's gonna want a car.
Yeah.
The little dumb one said,
She's not dumb, Tia.
no, the little dumb boy.
I mean, he's not dumb.
the little dumb boy said,
Luke.
I want a chicken pot pie.
Yes.
How you gonna go a whole week with no electronics to win a chicken pot pie?
You know you have comfort foods. I used to, as we all do, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. So maybe that's
Wait, I just made you a peanut butter and jelly sandwich at my house the other
did.
day.
You did.
We
It
was
was
tearing
good.
that up.
Which I definitely need to try since you do the whole.
Yeah, I
you
do the
know.
healthy vegan,
Vegans,
gluten-free bread, but it was
Right.
still good.
It
I
was
know it
very
doesn't
good.
sound good, ladies and gentlemen, but for real, it's
It was
good.
tasty.
So anyways,
So he liked his pot pie. And my mom used to make a good pot pie, actually. Thank
I'm
you,
looking
Mommy.
for a
Yeah,
good
no,
vegan.
it makes me sick.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, it makes me go to the bathroom immediately.
Thank
Oh.
you for sharing.
Yeah, I just thought
You just
might wanna
ruined
know
my
that.
love
I'm
for
sorry.
pot pies.
It just does not
Marie
sit right with
Callender
my
is
stomach.
turning in her grave hearing about
I'm
that.
sorry, but yeah.
So Luke
trust me,
wants
so
his
was my
pot
stomach.
pie. And they have this, but you know what, I challenge our listeners and our viewers. We should take a challenge on if we can actually go without electronics. Maybe
Yes.
24 hours? What'd you say?
Nobody can do it.
Really? You don't think so?
Did you
Okay,
see my face? I was like,
To our listeners, to both of y'all, how long? I'm just playing. How long can y'all go? I'm just
Right.
playing. How long can y'all? I actually turn my phone off sometimes because I'm trying to be productive. Because I work for myself. I work at home if
Right.
I'm not on the set. And there's a lot of people that don't respect the fact that I work from home.
Oh,
and
who
they'll
are you
call, like
telling?
my family, my boyfriends. They'll call.
You heard that was plural,
in the
y'all.
middle
Y'all
of the
got that
day.
right.
I know with the S.
And they don't believe because I'm not punching in somewhere that I'm actually at work. So sometimes I turn my phone completely off, which is so difficult to do. And I'll turn it off until the next day. And people will get upset with me because they can't have access to me. But I need it because if I don't, Facebook, Twitter, email, texting,
yeah,
I'm
but
doing
let me
it
just
all
say
day.
this: that if they turn it off and they started the challenge, they wouldn't be able to listen to AFTERBUZZ TV.
Well, that's why they do it
TV.com.
after Thursday. The challenge, y'all, technically is after Thursday.
Maybe
when
on
this
a
airs,
Saturday.
all the
Do
way
we
to
have
the following
shows?
Wednesday because they have to. They have
They
to
can
plug
do
in
it
and
on
watch
a
my
Saturday.
Friends.
We
That's
don't have
just
any
too
shows
much.
on Saturday, so we challenge you on Saturday to not use any electronics.
Well, we just got Vampire Diaries on
Oh,
Saturday.
because our girl Janora and our girl
Yes.
Janora McDuffie from this cast and the producer's voice you just heard, right? You're gonna do it too, right, Jesse?
We sure are.
Going to start
Yes.
Vampire Diaries
That's
because
gonna be
there are
so
some people who actually
great.
like that show.
Yeah, a lot of people are.
Yes.
I've auditioned for it for quite a bit. So
Okay.
I
Okay,
so
a
I'm
little
gonna
bitter
say
over there. Bitter party of two.
Okay, I'm okay.
Karen and her ego.
I
Your
know.
table is ready. Just kidding, girl. You get on
yes.
there.
So we definitely broke
Yeah.
down the episode.
Yeah,
and-
yeah. I did that thing.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Well, that's cool. Well, maybe we should take a commercial break right here.
No.
No, I'm not ready to go yet.
You're not ready
for a commercial break?
Chrissy got to go to the bathroom. That's what it is. She
Oh,
drink
you
a
gotta
water.
go to the
drinking
bathroom
the
again.
water. Well, it was that
Trying to
chicken
sneak
pot pie. Now it's got my little stomach
Your
kind
mind
of
going.
turning.
No, you know what? We have to talk about family and parents and what you were talking about, Tangerine, is interesting. Like,
Yeah.
all of our parents, for the most part, want a life better for us than they had. I know that's certainly true for my parents.
Absolutely.
So much so
Absolutely.
that I even think my mother overextended herself, which I was the benefit, I got to benefit from that. My brothers and I.
Are very bougie.
No.
Yes. And it's a good
You know,
thing.
because I actually can speak in complete sentences, use 3 or 4 syllable words.
Show off.
All of
Show
that.
off.
All of that.
That's not bougie. It's just called expression.
I know, I'm kidding, girl. I
communication.
went to private school
Girl,
and
I
stuff.
know,
I
I'm-
could say all of that stuff. You could say too. I
I
just
can
don't
say
you
want
was
to.
in Inglewood.
Inglewood Magnet.
Oh,
Okay. Lottie
oh,
Hera
okay.
Magnet Elementary
Oh,
School.
But
yeah, okay.
seriously though,
But-
y'all, I want to pay props to our parents because they really showed out for me.
True.
Absolutely.
True.
I mean, my mom worked. I can't even tell you how many jobs making sure that. First of all, she made sure that we were not in the hood. She was like, I got tired of people breaking up in my house, and I don't want my kids going to,
That's
this type of
good.
school. So we was always in the other neighborhood, the good neighborhood,
other.
the
You know
other
what?
neighborhood.
The funny thing is, I didn't know I lived in a good neighborhood growing up because I lived in Inglewood, which, Mac 10, the rapper, put that on the map as being a bad neighborhood. But I was actually in the suburbs of Inglewood on a hill with a big house. So whenever we would venture off into the neighborhoods that had the tires swinging from a tree, I always asked my mom, why can't we live over here? They looked like they were having way more fun. All the kids were outside with the water hose and playing around barefoot. And my mom would get so mad at me because I didn't understand that she worked so hard and worked so much overtime to buy the house where we were living.
Right.
I would much rather live where they were because they were having a ball.
Yeah,
but the
you say
point
that now.
is,
But where are they
I know, but
now?
I didn't know.
Right,
but
right,
they're
right.
in jail and dead. But the point is,
Uh-oh.
the Billingsley Academy is an example of the two guys
giving your
wanting to get
kids,
their
right,
kids into
exactly.
the top preschool before she could even. The
My-
baby doesn't talk. Can we talk about Lily
Oh, I
on
know,
Modern
just think
Family?
about that. We
She
didn't
has
see you
no
talk.
face expressions.
Right. And just so you know, she is a twin, and I think
I
was
thought
wondering that.
she
Yeah,
is a twin.
Okay.
I thought about
I
that.
So
think-
2 children don't have face expressions and booked a contract making how many thousands
Oh,
a
I'm
week?
sure they're
Right.
making some money.
Oh my
I think-
goodness.
And that's good. I hope they put it away for school. Speaking of schools, I hope
Well,
their
no,
parents
they
are
got
doing
that. What is it? The Coogan.
The Coogan account
Oh,
because
yeah,
when
no, they
kids,
got to.
okay,
I
I
was a
want to
child
shout
actor.
out. Yeah, I was gonna shout out that you
Don't
were a
you try to
child
put me on
actor.
blast, Ted.
No, I was just gonna say you were a child actor,
I
so you
was.
know about money getting put away.
Okay, Chrystee, see what you done
Look her up,
Baby,
Caryn,
look
Caryn,
Tell
Caryn.
me what you
Did you
see.
say it, Ted? Was that like a little stutter? But I like your gloss. I mean, I know
I
I'm
was
switching.
spelling
Did
your
you just
name so
really
they
just
can
go
look
up?
you up.
Okay.
Did we get a?
Yeah.
Anyway, Modern Family is
Let's get
supposed to
back
be the
on track.
topic, not the co-host. So the point is that I noticed there was a theme. Obviously, the one theme is how long can you go without electronics in this day and age, which is very difficult. But the underlying theme that I saw on the show was parents not being as smart as or wanting more for their children.
Yes.
For example, not only them wanting to put their child in a great preschool that they have to interview for and be nervous about and qualify for. Come on, people, it's preschool. But I noticed in the Dunphy home, little Alex got a B on her report and was telling her parents about it. And they were like, oh, that's great. And she was like, no, that's great for you. For me, it's bad. They were like, oh, how come you didn't get us to help you? And she was like, don't be funny. You guys couldn't have helped me because obviously she's smarter than her parents.
Right.
And they realized that. And they were like, don't fall for him, honey, to each other.
But you know what's interesting, y'all? In some sense, I definitely think the generation before us, they're much savvier than the parents. But in a lot, I mean,
Gosh, yes.
basic questions like presidents, geographic questions, states, and so forth. I mean, kids can't answer basic questions that our parents
We don't have
knew.
to because we can Google it.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Right.
But
and that's why I thought it was so funny when she talked about the encyclopedia.
Right.
Like the
I remember encyclopedia. Oh
my God, we had that, but you know what
We
it
had
said?
the whole kit.
But
Like, it
listen,
was like
no, we had
the
the
blue
whole
and the red
thing.
words.
But let me tell you what it said about African American. No, it didn't even say African. It said Negroes, and then it said
How old are you?
Well, I'm just saying. That's what it said. It was my grandparents.
Okay.
It was,
Nice.
my mom's.
Nice
I think it was my
save.
mom's. Yeah.
Continue.
And so it said, you know, big feet and big. I mean, it was like that's
Oh
what
my
you know. I was like,
How can you talk about that and smile? It's so
I mean, it was
offensive.
that's what it
I
was.
think y'all, you can do a
ignorance
smile. Oh
back
my
in the
goodness.
day. What can you say?
So we're glad encyclopedias don't exist anymore because they can now quickly update
Everything
information.
Where there's
Quickly.
Wikipedia.
Yeah.
Right, and
you know,
WikiLeaks, which is the things that
Right,
on the
right,
low
right.
that Wikipedia doesn't tell you about.
You know what else
Yes.
that I enjoyed about the episode was when they were, you know, going to the school, when they were going to the preschool, and you know they were like, "We're in, we're gay,
Oh, yes,
you know,
yes.
we adopted, and we have." And actually, my girlfriend is on the show. She's on that episode called Renata. Got to give a big shout out to her.
The
The
receptionist.
receptionist,
Okay.
yes, she's absolutely amazing. She's been on Broadway. She's done everything. But I love that because they were just bringing that up, being gay, and then with an Asian child.
Yes.
And then of course, you know, when the
walks
the lesbian, you know, who's not only do they have a black child, she's in a wheelchair.
Exactly.
They're lesbians, and it's an interracial couple.
Right.
Like they were done.
They were done. And then they went into their interview, instead of having all the confidence of, oh, we're a diverse couple, we're gay, we have an Asian baby, they went in with an Indian accent to pretend
Yes,
that they
yeah,
now had
right.
these tribal
I
roots.
couldn't believe he said that. He said something like, well, my white name is Tucker.
And
you
why
know
did he
what's-
keep talking about corn? Because that was the one word he knew in Indian. The maize, or how do you say maize? He just kept saying the maize that my people
And
eat
it's
because
interesting 'cause
maize
that's a
means
fine line
corn.
there between being offensive and being humorous. So I'd be curious on, you know, if any of our callers or listeners, all two people.
Well, I mean,
Both of y'all, if
that's
you're
a great
listening,
thing. I know,
let
right?
us know how you feel. The phone number is, I'm sorry to cut
Go
you
ahead.
off,
No,
but
no,
in
no,
case
do
you're
it.
actually watching this on ustream.tv/AfterBuzz TV,
Way to go,
please call
Sam.
in at 424-256-1729. Now, the other thing I was going to say about families, parents, children being smarter than their parents, the last example I was going to give was Haley. I was so proud of little Haley because she's all about fashion and popularity.
of
But she actually outwitted the entire family with that doggone bar of soap and the marker.
it. We talked
She
about
was
that
smarter
last
than her
week, yep.
parents. Yes.
Yeah, that was
And
pretty
she
clever.
actually asked her parents for the tools to outwit them with. She could have found that soap in the house
her
herself.
own.
She could have found a marker on her own. But she was like, Mom, do you have soap and the marker? I've got to do a project.
Do you
And then
guys-
she won.
I know. I don't think I was quite that smart. Did you guys ever outwit your parents?
Yeah. Well, I used to sneak out my back door.
Okay.
Because we had two entrances into the house, and I used to sneak out and finish partying. Because I had to, you know, if you come home, I didn't have a curfew, but if I was in the house at a certain time, I couldn't go back out.
Right.
So I would wait for her to go to sleep, and then I would sneak out and just go have fun, go to another party, whatever, and then come back in. And one time I came back in, and the door was locked.
Oh, no.
And I was like, she knows. So I went and slept in the car.
Oh, my
Because I was scared. I was
Oh.
scared to knock on the door, and I was scared to come in the house. And
And what happened?
my father worked at night, so I was trying to decide on who was better to spank me. Come in now for my mother to get me, who seems to use so much force and anger when she would hit me.
Women had to, because they had to make sure that they knew, listen, you ain't gonna get over.
See, my mother never spanked me. She just would talk to me and give me that look.
See what happens? No, I'm just playing.
No, but I would feel terrible. She would just look at me and just the disappointment in her face. And then my mother's an attorney, so she had a way of just,
She was slick.
you know, presenting her case where I felt like a criminal. Like, oh.
I could see that. Your mom looks
yeah,
like
see.
Felicia Rashad from the Cosby
Yeah, she
Show.
does.
She's
She sure
gorgeous.
do.
I always say that we
Turn
were
this
the
ringer
Cosby.
off.
Yeah, see,
that's
I never
my
got
iPad
beat.
doing
My
that.
brother used to get beat all the time, and I was like, after watching that, because my mom used to tear him up, and I was like, I ain't getting in trouble.
So
Right.
he was an example for you to
Oh
follow.
heck yeah, I was good. I was good. But I did when I was 14. I snuck out. They had in Vegas. I grew up in Vegas, and they had a what do you call it? A club, a teen club. They were trying to start this teen club.
I say clean
Or
I
a
know,
clean
right?
tub.
Or a
They're
clean
both
tub,
important.
right,
They're both important.
right. But so my mom told me that I couldn't go, so I wasn't spending out at my girlfriend Tiffany's house. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. We gonna go to this club.
And be grown.
Man,
Trying to be grown.
why do we get there? We were 2 people from getting into the club, and these this is when like the gangs really seemed to kind of start hitting Vegas, and all these boys in blue came rolling up, and they shut the door, and I was right there. And of course, at that time, you know, cell phones weren't really, you know, so you were like, you're kind of stuck. Man, they shut the door. They started shooting. Bullet holes were in the thing, and I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna die, and my mother's gonna kill me. And then I did get lucky though, because my mom's friend worked at the club, and so he let us in. But needless to say, my mom found out.
And it's funny. It's gonna be really interesting to explore how our family with Alex and Haley and little Luke.
In Modern Family, Karen's always the one to bring us back to the show that we're supposed to be talking about here on AfterBuzzTV.com.
Like to just go off on tangents and whatnot, so I have to be the one to bring this all back.
Bring it back,
we let you go off on a bougie tangent. We let you go off on a multisyllabic tangent. Multisyllabic tangent. I want to give a shout out to the people that are tweeting me that are watching. Carlos DeMond, thanks for watching. Mr. Gregory Brown, thanks for watching. Please tell a friend, retweet it. Everybody watch it.
I have Carlos DeMond on my Twitter swats thing too.
Yes.
So thank you,
I
Carlos.
just sent it to you. Good looking.
And you guys can thank all 212 people who are watching.
212, baby. The mighty 212.
Our
Thank you
producer
so much
just
for
told us
watching.
that we have 212, so that's good. We're doing great.
That's what's up.
Back to what I was saying, folks, guys and girls.
Go ahead.
I'm really going to love exploring, like when Haley starts to have sex, or if she does. I said sex.
You keep bringing that. You always
because she
bringing
started
that
early.
up.
When did you
No.
start?
She said Manny. She talked
When
about
did you first have
Manny.
sex, Karen?
I didn't have sex until I was 20. Okay.
Don't lie.
And I'm 22, so I'm just getting started.
Pinocchio.
No, but I'm serious, you guys. I'm hoping they explore this. I think the show's going to be around for a long time. And, I mean, they won't be overt about it, but Haley is pretty, you know, she's kind of a hot chick.
Speaking of overt, did you see the episode when they walked in on the Dunphys having sex on their anniversary?
Yes.
He actually had her in doggy style. I was very shocked that ABC went
the
there.
do it doggy
because
style.
he was behind her when they opened the door, and the kids were traumatized. So if they'll do that, you might be right,
That's what
Karen.
I'm telling you, they're going to get to that.
Haley's going to have to have some sex because she's already had him spend the night.
You know, it was cute that Alex, you know, was exploring and she said no to the boy when he offered to kiss her. I actually did kiss my guy when he offered to kiss me.
Of course you did.
That's me.
Right.
And Luke, it'll be interesting to see which way he goes. My guess is that he probably...
Which way he goes? You think he's gay? They already accused Alex of being gay because of the little Birkenstock shoes she's wearing. Are you saying that the little dumb boy is gay?
Can you please stop calling him a dumb boy?
Can you stop calling him gay?
He likes pot pies, Tange. He likes
and little boys, apparently.
Nobody said that he liked little boys. I said depending on how he goes. I mean,
what did you mean?
No, he don't even look like he's even interested in any of that.
Well, he's too young for that.
I want her to clarify. What did you mean when you said which way he goes? Did you mean sexuality?
Yes, I did mean sexuality.
Okay.
But
okay.
So maybe he'll take after his uncle.
Who knows?
Because he does have they do have a positive image of a homosexual couple that's successful and happy and raising a child. So he could go that way.
Don't know. We're just talking and discussing. What do you guys think? What do the callers think? Not that we need to discuss Luke's sexuality. That is not the point of this.
But that does raise an interesting question. One of them children is going to be gay. Because the
odds
are,
if
you have more than 2 kids, one of them's going to be gay. And one's going to jail because something's got to go wrong. You gotta have a bad kid in there somewhere. You don't have all good kids.
Have a bad
this
kid
is
in
ABC,
there.
okay? This
You
is
don't have to go
Views
to
expressed herein are
jail.
those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
Yes, it's
They don't have to go
Tangerine
to
from
jail.
Inglewood's opinion.
So, guys,
They don't have to be a bad kid
we're
going
probably
to jail.
Bad some way. Something's wrong.
As we're talking
one's
about
dumb.
going to jail and sex and so forth.
Modern Family, bring it
Modern
back.
Family. What's your Modern Family? What's going on in your family? We want to hear from you. So we're probably going to hop to a commercial break. And we come back, we're going to get into some juicy
Now we're
stuff.
going into the commercial break.
Now we're going to the commercial break. The revolution will not be televised. Did I just say that? I
You
just say
did.
that. I
You
just say
did.
that.
Corny.com.
Want to find out what the AfterBuzz is about?
Janice is a drama queen.
This is the divide that is going to carry the series.
Give us a call at 347-855-8269.
It's television, and they want it to be as dramatic as possible.
I mean, it's Shakespearean.
You never know what goes on behind closed doors.
Get in on the AfterBuzz.
347-855-8269. Now, in the eyes of Jimmy, Nucky is a villain.
Listen on iTunes.
I mean, who would you guys rather hear that from?
Find us on Facebook.
Your husband or your best friend?
Follow us on Twitter.
But then she's trying to kill him, so it justifies it. I'm like, oh, now it makes sense.
And visit us at AfterBuzzTV.com.
The wig will come off. That wig come off, baby. Oh, what?
Boardwalk Empire.
Desperate Housewives.
Glee.
Gossip Girl.
Breaking Bad.
Mad Men.
True Blood.
The Walking Dead.
Big Love.
Jersey Shore.
The Oscars.
Celebrity Rehab.
The Emmys. If it's hot,
you can bet we'll be buzzing about it.
Didn't go to the
Oh, right.
the news and gossip.
Ladies.
Hey, that's a theme song. I
Oh,
like
wait,
that
we
song.
still jamming.
That's a fun theme song. I'm Sofia Vergara. I'm shaking my chichis.
Jay!
That was
Jay!
so funny. Okay,
She's so
the
annoying.
pan cut. Right. Well,
that was the whole point.
No, I know. It was great how she, the neighbors thought it was a parrot in the house.
Yes, they were like,
Yes.
how dare you complain about my barking dog, and I haven't once said anything about that obnoxious parrot you have over there. What parrot? What parrot? Jay! Oh
I
my
think next
God.
week, Tange, I think you should come in as Sophia. I think
I
that's what
tried
you
to
should do.
this week. I tried.
I did too. Sophia, we trying to be you, but you know, I really think she should come out with a bra line. And actually,
She
Sophia, I'm gonna
should.
call you about that so we can talk about
And
it.
A-line
Make sure she gets her cut, though.
Oh,
Yeah, so
that's a good
so I put
idea.
it out
Yeah,
there. She comes out with a
yeah.
bra line. Know that Caryn with a C, 272 Freckles said it first.
I love
and,
it. That should be your
we're gonna-
website, 272freckles.com.
There you go. Now, you know what? That should be. That's a nice one.
You're welcome. You can-
272freckles.com.
you can keep
You can
that.
send me a message at CarynWard.com. Let me know what you think about
I
that.
know, right?
Wow, are we plugging
plug
ourselves? Tangerine.com?
Well, ChrystiePharris.com. There you go.
The sistars.com.
Anyway.
Set up
Right?
yet.
Hello.
Anyways, let's talk about
What we're here
Well,
to
why
talk
don't you,
about.
before we move on to the next one, can you give them just the different locations that they can
I
come check us?
actually would love to tell you guys that not only can you watch this live on ustream.tv/AfterBuzzTV, but we've got great news. You know you can catch it as a podcast on iTunes, but there's also an app for all of you people with iPhones, Blackberries, Androids, all
Crackberries.
those smartphones. There's an app called Stitcher, Stitcher, that can podcast the show. So get your Stitcher apps, everybody with smartphones, and drum roll, please. In about 8 weeks,
AfterBuzz TV exclusive.
there's going to be an AfterBuzz TV app. How dope is that? You can subscribe to your favorite shows. You can find out whose show is about to go live right now. I mean, it's going to be hot. So give us a couple of months, and then on your
We're gonna be rolling that
smartphones,
out.
get the AfterBuzz TV apps, baby. That's hot.
And we got
We're
some
doing
great
big
stuff
things.
coming up in the next couple of weeks for Modern Family. So make sure you stay tuned in. Tell your family.
Yes.
We're gonna have some deep, rich, just stimulating family conversations.
You make
so
me want to snap to that. It seems like you were doing poetry over there. Okay. So yeah.
dip.
Thank you, Maria, for having us on.
Yes.
Thank you, Maria.
And thank you for this lovely book as well. Pick it up, fellas.
snapping.
For your ladies.
I
for
want you to
Mother's
say her last
Day.
name, Chrystee. Say her last name. I noticed you don't like to say her last name.
Menunez. Did I say it
She
right?
said she's
No.
I can't say it right.
It's Manun.
It's okay, Chrystee, because you're cute.
Well, say it.
I
You
don't know
say
it. That's why
Your
I'm glad
cuteness
you.
makes
Menunos.
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 I know,
Maria.
'cause we thought she
Maria
said it
Menunos.
wrong.
So
we thought you said your name wrong, Maria, when we heard the
I
promo
know.
earlier.
Well,
Menunos.
our
I got it
girl,
now.
who we won't say wrong, Miss Julie Bowen, a.k.a. Miss Claire,
we love Claire.
she actually is in a film called Conception. David Arquette. It premiered last night at the Beverly Hills Film Festival.
Yes, yes.
And listeners, we apologize that we weren't there. That will not happen
we
again.
meant to go too. I
We
didn't
really
feel like
did.
getting dressed and getting cute. I'm
well,
so sorry,
you know
but
what? Okay, go ahead.
I will from now on. We'll
We will be
promise
there,
to
yes.
go with the flip camera and film and interview the cast
and get all the
members
juicy
and
details for
bring
all
it
the
back.
Modern Family fans.
Yeah, I
and,
just couldn't
Well,
get
but
off the
you know,
couch.
I know. Well, also too, because I invited you, because I knew the play. I went
You
to see the
invited
play,
me to
and
a
you know
play.
who was there?
Who?
Colin Farrell. He was there.
Oh.
He was there.
Is he hot in
Ooh,
person?
you have no idea. I thought I was going to pat. See,
Well,
I'm
tell
getting
Colin
hot
I forgot
already.
to call him back.
Uh-oh.
I'll call him tomorrow.
I'm telling you, I had to do one of these like, hey.
I hear you.
Is he married?
Oh, I have no idea. I wasn't paying attention to
You
that.
didn't
All I
flirt?
cared about.
Speaking of marriage,
say I
let's
didn't
talk about
flirt.
the married family that we have, Modern Family.
We were in the
There
middle
she
of
goes. We're talking about
Yes, that's another show, guys. Okay,
So
staying on
anyway,
focus.
so yes, we definitely would have. I would have gone out with you guys. Well, you didn't
No
go.
excuses. We'll be there next time.
Absolutely.
But check out the
Yes.
film.
But
It's
I was
called
committed.
Conception. Julie Bowen is in it. Claire Dunphy. We want to support our girl. And
again, Sophia, we said last week, but in case you weren't watching, Sophia Begara, my girl,
Yes.
she just shot a Pepsi commercial.
yes,
right,
and
right,
the whole
yeah.
family did a milk ad.
They
which
have
is
really nice with
we
their
got
little
milk.
mustache.
Yeah, so
Yes, and
I want to do a soy milk ad as a vegan. I want the.
you should. You
soy
should be. You
milk
should represent
mustache.
that.
I should.
You should be getting paid as much as you tell us how to eat different.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
You know, you should be getting paid for that.
I'm gonna do a cooking show, but anyway, next
I
segment.
also want to mention that Jesse Tyler Ferguson was on
that's
Regis and
Mitch?
Kelly. Yes,
Oh,
the one that
was
played.
he?
Yeah, he was on Regis
That's
yesterday.
Mitch. That's the skinny guy.
The
Okay.
redhead.
Yeah,
Yes,
he was.
yes, yes.
He was so funny too. He was talking about the new episode and all that. That's airing next week. So
Can anyone tell me why they take these breaks? Why did I have to suffer through 2 weeks of no new episode
know, it
of
seemed like
Modern
I was
Family?
suffering.
it seemed like after
was.
the strike, everything kind of shifted.
Which strike? The one 2 years ago?
Yeah, it just seemed like they started doing
I was
that.
going to say, we had another strike.
No, but it did.
like in
Everything would air
1952, it's
all in a
changed.
row, and now it's changed. Everything has
I
changed.
could have sworn that we had a couple of reruns of Modern Family like a month ago. It went for a couple of
did.
weeks. Then
but,
they had
but
a
it
new
seems
one.
like, but it seems
then
like
they
all
took
of
another
this,
break.
they do the same thing with the Good Wife and a couple of other shows that I watch. They've been doing these little breaks.
Why? What
I
do you
have
think?
no
I don't know. Well, we're
idea.
thirsty and we're excited about what we do have, and we're going to appreciate it. I think the callers are going to hate me.
Karen gets on my nerves.
Either you guys love me or
I
hate
need a
me.
caller. Can anybody just call and let me know you're actually out there out of my mighty 212? Please call. Somebody just say hi.
or
424-256-1729.
29,
Or
1729.
what?
No, I was just going to say 1729. You're right.
Oh, I thought you were going to say or something else.
Or
Okay.
I was going to say, let's talk about technology, how dependent on you. I was
Yes.
thinking of starting a Texting Anonymous, an organization to come together and to help those of us that text a little too much. You know what's so bad, you guys? I have to admit, usually not a minute goes by where I don't pick up my phone and look at it. It's almost like a nervous tick. And I've been pulled
it's the
over
first thing
twice.
that I do.
Oh, you've been pulled
you've
over?
been pulled
See,
over.
that's
I
my
got a ticket.
fear.
I said, look,
I
it's
got a ticket.
$159. I saw it
I
as I was
know.
driving here. It said, it's not worth it. $159 for a ticket.
I
Out
know.
here in Los Angeles, everybody. I don't know
And
where it
they
is where
add
you
the
guys
penalties
are.
and assessments to our tickets, so it goes
it's
up.
sad. It's really sad.
so you have to pay?
I got a
No, let me
ticket
tell you what's
for
sad.
holding my phone, looking
What's
at
sad
Facebook.
is on the way here, I carpooled with Caryn. Caryn rode with me, and on the way here, I kid you not, in her lap, ladies and gentlemen, she had her laptop, her iPad, and her iPhone. Shout out to Apple. We need to get them as a sponsor because we all have iPhones on this cast.
I really did.
But she had all 3 of those things
I
on her
did.
lap, trying
I
to figure out
did.
which one she could get online with first before we got here. And it was about a 13-minute drive, ladies and gentlemen. Did she really need those 3 things on her lap?
I did. I will admit it. I am technology dependent. I am working on that.
Yeah.
I am
We
going,
all
you know,
are.
probably going to go into a detox program and
Yeah.
help myself out.
But
yes.
I can't lie because while I'm sitting there getting my hair done, I'm sitting up there watching Modern Family. I'm like,
I know,
hey,
right?
because
Good
before I
shout
used to
out.
have,
Good shout out.
because you know when I'm sitting over there, and matter of fact, we should be doing this. That's a show we also need to do as well.
What?
When this takes a break, it's called the place where I get my hair done. They have a TV show now called. Beverly Hills Fabulous.
Yeah, my girl
Elton
Claudia
Charles.
Jordan was just on that show too.
Charles,
Okay.
yeah, I
And
used to get
so-
my hair done.
He cut my
so
hair
I get
once.
mine done. Yeah. So anyway, so before I used to talk and gossip and talk about all kind of crazy
Not
stuff.
no
Now I'm
more.
like, listen, I don't have time to talk. I'm watching Modern Family.
That's
you know
hilarious.
what? On my iPhone.
And today, the reason that my hair is curly, I told you guys I had a commercial audition earlier.
Shout out to Janora.
And because our other co-host Janora has curly hair and she's working on Grey's Anatomy right now. But earlier at my audition, you know, there's a lot of tension in the waiting room because everybody wants the part that you're there for, so they don't really want to make eye contact. So they usually like roll their eyes or they look through their purse.
My.
But today, it was about 14 people in that room because it was 2 different auditions, 2 different commercials. We all were on our phones. And I made an announcement. I said, wow, what do we do before phones? And everybody fell out laughing. I was like, there was only one girl who didn't have her phone, and she said because her battery died and she was depressed. She was the only one who didn't have something to do while she was waiting to go in the room.
It's so funny because Michael Beckwith calls it a high-tech, low-touch society, that we're so technology-driven that we've lost the fine art of touching, of communicating.
Oh, we love each other. Hugs and kisses from
Air
afar.
hug, air hug.
You will never part.
My key, da-da.
So,
something's wrong with y'all.
It is. The
I
thing
was
about
singing.
it, Ted, I can admit it. So it's fascinating. I was in the airport waiting. I think I was in Chili's or something, grabbing probably a margarita, and everyone was eating just in their own little world on their phone. It's just it's incredible how dependent we are on this stuff. So I really commend Miss Claire for taking a stand for her family.
Yeah, but she failed.
She
did.
failed. She failed quick.
But wait,
she tried.
I get so annoyed when I call and I'm like, representative.
Oh, yes. When you have to, what she's referring to, ladies and gentlemen, is when you call a business and you have to speak your answer into a machine. Because what if, I always have get-togethers. So there'll be people in the background talking about what's on TV, throwing popcorn at me, and I'm like, stop it. No, not stop you. No, be quiet. No, the answer is yes. No, operator. It's so annoying.
Yes, and Claire was having an issue with that. And
you know what's interesting, a lot in the grocery markets now, we don't even have human checkout.
Oh yeah, they threw a couple of those those automated tellers.
I try not to.
We're so advanced. I mean, we're advancing technologically, and it's great.
Even at the bank, you don't need a teller. They encourage you to go put your cash without an
envelope
envelope through the ATM.
I don't do
and
that.
they told
I go
me
inside.
the tellers told me that their feelings are that they're going to be phased out, and there's less tellers. The line is longer because they want you to go to that ATM.
Listen, the reason why I don't do that because I might need a job one day. So I'm like, no, we're gonna keep y'all working because just in case something go wrong, and I'm over here because you know, what is that? What's the stuff that's happening right now with the Social Security, Social Security and all that. Well, I'm just saying the fact that everybody's got to work. I was listening to the news and they were saying most people got to work now, instead of retire.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, just in case, residual checks stop. Like I got a residual check for 1 cent the other day.
Girl.
So I said, just in case, we're going to let people keep
checks
working.
for 2 cents. Yes,
yeah, I was like, I got a penny.
But everybody is turning give me a big word for this. Everybody's turning technological. That's good. Inglewood Public School System, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody's turning technological. Including the post office. They have you they want you to do it at home, buy your postage at home and just have them come pick it up or you drop it off. If you go to the post office, they close the window and they want you to use the machine.
This isn't a bad thing. I mean, unfortunately, a lot of our Borders has closed.
Borders Books is gone now.
Right. So, I mean, we're changing and shifting. I think if we could ride this and use it as a way to connect back into our humanity, then it'll support us. So
now give us an example of how to go back
blind from watching these things.
I think an example is honestly what Claire was doing. I think for me,
but it didn't work.
Well, it didn't work for them, but it doesn't mean you stop trying. I mean,
she's
Thomas
so positive.
Edison,
I just want to hear her say
I mean,
so positive.
What's the thing that we talked about? Thomas Edison, what? He found out successfully 25,000 ways that the light bulb wouldn't work.
Right. You reworded it, but I feel what you're saying.
I paraphrase. So
it wasn't a failure. It was showing all the ways it didn't work.
So what Claire did, in my perception, is that she found what didn't work for the family. But you get on the horse and you ride again. You keep trying. And I am going to take time, and we will have a prescribed time where we actually connect. No phones and talk. And
as I said, I've done it before, and it's hard because I actually cannot drive down the street, even if I'm just going 2 blocks, without grabbing my phone.
I know, me too.
And it's so dangerous, but I'm so good at driving with my knees, ladies and gentlemen.
Can we put a car crash in?
Wait, there's no cops. I hope.
Tish just said she's so good at it.
I'm better at driving with my knees than actually touching the.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only. Do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
Thank you, Jesse.
We're not encouraging you to drive with your knees.
I'm not saying do it, but what I'm saying is, for someone like me who's so dependent on her phone to check all the apps and to check all the inboxes, for me to say that I can actually turn my phone completely off and go for a day or even 2 days, I think I've gone for 2 days, I know the lady who had 3 electronics in her lap on the way here can do it. I know she can do it.
I can do it. I absolutely, and I want to do it, and I'm enlisting everyone's support. I think we should start a movement. And I'm calling on our listeners and our viewers to support me in this. So if you are down for this, they call.
That's so funny. On Modern Family, Haley asked her mom, well, how am I supposed to talk to my friend? She said on the phone like I did. And they said the home phone. She was like, I don't even know our home number.
Yeah.
She's like, we have a home phone? And
I mean, who uses home?
I just cut mine off like 6 months ago.
It's steadily declining. Yeah.
I was like, this is way too much money to be spending, and I don't even use the phone.
But that's what they trick you. They tell you to bundle it so you don't know how much you're spending on each thing. Oh, just get it all together. Get our internet, get our phone, get our TV, and just give us $100. We'll call it even.
Right.
Like, but now I don't need one of those things.
Yeah, well, we have spent a lot of time yapping about technology, and it's been quite enlightening.
She's bringing us back down, ladies and gentlemen. Can we get some mood lights for when Caryn speaks? She just seems to, Okay, what are you going to say, Sister Ward? What's up, baby? Sing in the background. I'm the dancer, you're the singer.
You know what? Y'all are wrong. I'm sorry. Where are my people? I need some callers. I need some support. My girls are ganging up on me. I'm just trying to keep it real up in this.
What is your point, baby? What do you want to say?
No, I don't even have a point, Tange. I just felt like, speaking. I don't even have a point. No, seriously. But it's just interesting. For me, the point that I was making is that it really is showing me as you text as I'm
because
talking.
Somebody's asking me for the site. I'm actually literally texting them ustream.tv/AfterBuzzTV.
See, we got some.
We always have a reason and excuse.
Yeah.
Should I not give them the site to watch our show, Caryn Ward?
Tangerine.
Yes.
Tangerine.
I hope when you put my name across the screen, producer, that you spell it not like the fruit, but the way that it's spelled, like by my mama, TANJAREEN.
Chrystee.com. You want me to put the .com at the end of it?
That's my last name. Tangerine.com.
Yeah.
What were you saying?
Wait, I was about to say Chrystee Pharris. I was like, wait, no, I'm trying to say Tangerine.
You so busy plugging yourself.
I know. I was like, wait, I meant to say Tangerine.
Well, make sure you put CarynWard.com, 272 freckles. I change the number every time.
I'm starting to believe you didn't really count them.
I didn't. I told you I did. I mean, come on now. I don't have time to sit up here and count my freckles.
So we gotta break this down. I really want to know what everybody's favorite quote was.
Yeah, before we wrap out, let's talk about that.
I had a couple. I think one of my favorite quotes, and
in tonight's episode is what we're talking about. So if you guys have a favorite quote,
call in. Modern Family. Could somebody call? I'm starting to believe the 212 of y'all are not really out there watching.
Jesse, are you lying to us?
Jesse just wants to make us feel good.
Well, I do want to make you feel good, but I'll show you the numbers when you come in here.
Okay, cool. Okay,
Jesse is the man. I just have to say,
we like him.
I know.
His
got the sexy voice.
His accent is sexy.
See, we with the sexy.
Yes.
See,
you gonna make me date out of my race, Jesse? Don't do it. Don't do it, Jesse. I'm coming for you.
I'm looking for one. I'm looking for one.
Somebody else is listening. Shout out to Sag1214 on Twitter.
Sag
she said I should do a cooking show. Hey, thank you, baby. It's gonna be a vegan soul food cooking show.
I love it. I got some messages, but go ahead.
Okay, so
all right, wait. So next week, what we're gonna do? We're gonna start baby steps. No one uses technology, just for the AfterBuzz show.
Wait a minute, but I'm tweeting about the show.
Tweeting about the show.
Right,
wait. Okay, go ahead.
Oh no, I get Jesse.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yes.
Jesse, I'm
baby
with you.
steps, and then after that, the next episode you guys can do it. But then let's move it to a day.
Yes.
Let's do this for your supporters.
I don't know if I
can.
You know
what? We'll pick up. You know what?
I don't know if I can do it.
But we did get a message from Janora. Did you guys?
I retweeted it to you guys.
Oh, okay, good.
Hey, Miss Janora, we're thinking about you.
From the set of Grey's Anatomy. Ha ha ha!
Yay, go on, Miss J.
Yes.
I know.
She said she'll be back with us next week. That's Janora McDuffie, y'all. She's
and
one
I have
of our
a shout out to Moni, my Miss Moni Ordina. Did I pronounce your name right? I always call her Moni in the middle. She's a fantabulous DJ, and she's listening.
Oh, sweet.
And she's actually never seen Modern Family, so she's going to see Modern Family, right, Moni?
Good, because next week is a new episode, so she can watch that.
Yes, I love it.
And she can catch up on Netflix. And why was I about to say Netflix? I'm making up stuff. She can catch up on Netflix and Hulu and all that. You can catch up on all of them there.
And next week, guys, listeners, when we're on, we want to get their top Modern Family lines, and so make sure you call in or email us.
Oh, the favorite quotes.
Yeah, the favorite quotes, the lines that the characters say, and we got some fun stuff with that.
Oh, what was ours? Our favorite quotes. Okay. What were we gonna say?
My favorite moment was when Claire slapped Phil when she was putting the pancakes, and she did something. She like whacked him on his head. Ooh, that hurt.
Was that this week?
That was this week. Yes.
Dang, I didn't see that.
That was when it started off when she was like, "You guys put your gadgets down." He was on his iPad.
Oh, I was actually in an abusive relationship, so that part I probably went past that.
Oh, okay.
For a defense mechanism. Sad music. This is my mini violin playing. Because I didn't see her. I didn't see the domestic violence.
She just went shoo because she was like, I don't want.
That was reminding me of some stuff. Thank you so much.
Jessie is so good.
Yes.
So one of my favorite quotes was when they were in bed and Gloria woke up her man Jay and was like, I can't sleep. The dog barking next door is waking up me and Manny. And he was like, you can't sleep through a barking you can't sleep through a barking dog, but in your country, you went through cockfights and revolutions. I was like, revolutions, Jay? That's hysterical.
Such a hot mess. He's
Yes, that was funny.
You know, I had
have one?
Oh, go ahead, Chrystee. You go.
Yeah, it's somebody else's turn, Caryn. Just kidding.
I wrote it down because I wanted to make sure that I got it right because it really was funny.
Okay.
He says, let's see. So this was Mitch and Cameron, and they were just found out that all the other kids were going to preschool early, and so he says, leave it to the gays to raise the only underachieving Asian in America.
That was funny. That was funny.
Hilarious.
The writing is so incredible in this show.
It's
Shout out to the
brilliant.
writers.
Yes.
And so if you want to do a spin-off and do the Modern Black Family.
Yeah, can they have some black neighbors? Can we be roommates living next door?
I already pegged it. Y'all, I am going to be Cameron and Mitch's neighbor. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling everybody out there, Cameron and Mitch, I'm about to be their neighbor on the show.
I think I want to live by the Dumfies. No,
Yeah.
I want to live by Sofia Vergara.
I just want to be her friend.
You want to be a friend?
Yeah, I want to be her friend.
I'm working on some things for all of us.
Good.
But I mean, it could be like the Law and Order franchise. I mean, you could have Modern Family, Modern Black Family, Modern Chinese Family, Modern American Indian Family. I mean, we could just keep going.
I see where you're going with this.
I think
I
this
see
is
where you're
Hispanic
going with
family,
this.
Yeah, it's about a Latino family. Like,
I like how you had an accent when you said Latino all of a sudden.
I can't.
Like the
I
newscasters
had
do.
to pull in, some of my history. Shout out to my mom.
Show off. Anyways, are we done? What else is there to talk about? So I want to again remind you guys to watch this on the iTunes podcast, also on your smartphones. You can download the Stitcher app, and in a couple of months, you can also get the AfterBuzz TV app, which is going to be super, super dope because you can subscribe.
And meet us here. It's a date next Thursday,
Yes.
7 o'clock live.
We are the Sistars.
.tv/AfterBuzz for your Modern Family updates. We got some great stuff coming up, so make sure you stay tuned.
Thanks
I'm
for
going to have
checking us
long hair.
out.
I'm going to have long hair. It's going to be Rapunzel up in this piece.
I'm gonna have
next
blonde
week.
hair, and you guys have to wait and see what Chrystee's coming with next week.
It's going to be on.
From producers Kevin Undergaro and Phil Svitek, engineer DJ Jesse Janity, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. If you have questions or comments, be sure to buzz us at info@AfterBuzzTV.com. And you can find us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter by searching for AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.